You talk about pull, push, and pause as the 3 Ps of the leadership loop in your book. Tell me, how can a leader engage teams so they don't feel pushed but rather pulled, more focused, more energized, like magic?
Yes, all three of them work in a room. So I've come across a very good model. I've called it XYZ model. Let me explain to you what is it. So once my car had a breakdown, my clutch was stuck. So if I have to release it, I had to pump it many times, and which means that I was not able to change the gears. So I had a meeting next day. So early morning, I went to the workshop. I found out that there's one workshop who claims to be good in customer services, and so I parked my car and I went inside and told this is a problem. So he immediately took my car and asked me to wait. I saw a board also which said that we only believe in good customer service, some blah blah blah. So I waited there for about 1 hour and something, maybe little more, and nobody came. So almost it was close to lunchtime, and I was really very upset because I had meeting around 3 or 4 p.m. So I pressed them, and somebody came and a kind of senior mechanic, and he said that there's some problem in the clutch, and we are going to replace it. So I said, okay, go ahead, do it fast. He assured me that in next few minutes I'll have my car and I can go. But you know what? It took me almost 5 p.m. To get my car back, and I was really upset. So I went to the manager and I asked him to just walk with me up to the gate. And he was kind of surprised at why I'm asking him. And then I showed him the board which said that we believe in customer service. I told him that, see, you believe in high customer service and you claim also for the same. But today this happened to me. I had an important meeting and I missed it, and there was no service at all which I saw. So the way I express is what it was not in a raised voice or anger on my face. So I just gave a feedback to him, and I could see that he was receptive of what I am saying. And then I told him, so is that how you handle your customers? What is your real commitment to the customers? He didn't have any words to fake out, because normally what happens is when you push somebody that your service is pathetic, I don't like it, people normally might say things like today it was a aberration, today it was a high walk-in customers, or they'll give some kind of reasons. But with my XYZ model, X is what you claim or what you said, and Y is what you actually did, and Z is what is your commitment. I said, you said X, you did Y, what is your Z? So it worked, and I tried it a few more times. And next time when I went to that workshop again, he remembered me and he did everything beautifully well.
That's brilliant. So, for our viewers, what's the XYZ model in short?
So see, magic happens at Z, where customer pauses, reflects, and realigns with whatever motto he or she had. So XYZ works beautifully if done correctly.
That's awesome. So, this can energize teams too?
Of course, it will work beautifully with the teams also. Like, suppose somebody had committed a timeline for it, and then you can talk about you had committed this much time, by this time you will deliver, but we are breaching the timelines. So, what actually did you mean when you said that you will deliver in this time? And talk with complete seriousness, as if you still have belief that there is something left in the discussion.
What makes XYZ work do well?
So one is, I just said that you have to be genuine, you have to be honest. You should not It should not look like you're trapping someone. Be calm, be human, be curious. One thing I'll say that be ready for excuses because it happens. Everybody is human.